Going, everyone. It's your unassuming friend of me, Robb from the RPP Central Casting Center over here. Behind me, you see the casting couch. Nobody's ever fucked on that thing that I know of. I've gotten it secondhand. It's been a long day. Intermittent video. I didn't think I was going to come home. I worked a very long day. I didn't think I was going to come home and make a video. Pardon me rubbing my eyes. I'm fucking wiped the fuck out. Plus, I got this fucking ring light over here fucking burning my fucking retinas. By the way, fuck. Or fuck, I'm the fuck. What I want to get into is with the election coming up between Mamdani, Cuomo, and G.I. Joe. He looks like a character, though. He's a very, I like his beret. I like the aesthetic. Well, apparently, Mamdani is definitely being pushed as a favorite. I don't really think that he's going to win in the end. But this is less about Mamdani. I mean, I bring Mamdani up for one reason only, because of his platform and what he's running on. First of all, I personally think, and I'm a pretty good judge of character, I think the man is a complete empty suit. I think he's fake. I think he is a Trojan horse for even democratic. Not even for democratic socialism. That in itself is fucked up. But I think he's a Trojan horse for something much more sinister. And to be honest, if you think about it, he outright has said, "Seize the means of production." That right there that's straight Karl Marx right there. And that's a dog. That is the biggest red flag you could ever get from a so-called politician, coming from a man that used to rap about Indian and used to rap about Arabic cuisine. It weighs on me because I was born in New York. I'm a full-fledged Southerner now. Look at me, I'm a straight-up country boy. What's going on, y'all? We don't talk like that. They mostly talk like me. I probably have a fucking little holdover from living in New York, but I've lived in the South here for 46. I moved here in 89, maybe? Must have been like 10 or 11. But with Mamdani, it's shown their hand. Now he's running as a Democrat. And of course, he's going to say he's a democratic socialist. It still puts him in the Democratic Party. And he's being supported by certain congressional Democrats. And Kathy Hochul, I think, is supporting him. A lot of notable people are getting behind him. Obama even got up the other day and started talking about him, but Obama is known to not endorse local Democrats that are up for election. I don't think he's really ever got behind them officially, but he will he'll roundabout show his support. These other certain congressional Democrats that have either A, endorsed him outright, or B, have not come out and said, I do not stand on what Mamdani, I'm sorry, I've been saying this word, Mamdani stands for. Mamdani. Yeah. Well, this goes back to something else. The Democratic Party is being used as a tool by the Socialist Democrats. It's a different party altogether. In fact, Social Democrat, it's not even just a true descriptor. These are communists. This is your Trojan horse. Now, Mamdani himself, I don't have to tell you how I feel about Islam and Muslims as a whole, as an ideology. I know too much. I've read too much. I research way too much. But if somebody runs in these races, in any election, if their talking points go to identity, Whenever somebody runs and all they have to really put out there are these platitudes and shit that everybody wants to hear, like policy positions that are fucking a pipe dream, like, yes, we're gonna give trans for all, or free bus rides. We're gonna socialize the grocery stores, which is basically a communist policy. Cuba did that. Russia used to do that. I mean, these are things that won't work. He wants to dissolution of prisons altogether. He wants to pull everybody out of prison. He wants to use social workers instead of police. Let's ask Portland how that worked out up until recently. He wants to do a rent freeze for New York. What do you think in New York City? What do you fucking think a rent freeze in New York is going to do to the real estate market in New York? Nobody's gonna, anybody who would actually participate in the free market in New York, that completely cuts out the free market. He's basically, all his actual policy positions, which most of them are pipe dream. I don't think he can get any of them done. The ones he can get done, they're gonna be the most benign, likely. But what he'll probably do is raise taxes on everybody and then probably end up doing what they all do. So when they talk about building housing and all that shit, I don't understand how they think they're gonna fucking eradicate poverty by just building houses. Poverty and homelessness are just, it's just, oh, I don't have a house. No, that's why I live on the streets and I fucking mumble to myself, drink fucking 40 fucking of these a day and suck dick for crack. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. That's all this man needs is a house, and he'll stop all that. No, you know what happens? They've done this. I think they did this in California or Oregon, where they built all those houses. They let them fucking, they took the homeless off the street. They took Skid Row and they threw them in the houses. And guess what happened? They became fucking trap houses and flop houses, shit on the walls, drug paraphernalia everywhere. Homelessness is almost, if you want to eradicate homelessness, you have to go to the source. The source isn't the home. Now, there's some legitimate people that are dehoused, right? That are experiencing homelessness, but they don't experience it for very long because these people go and get their shit together. Usually there's an underlying cause for the homelessness. It's generally some bullshit where, okay, this guy got addicted to drugs or whatever, and he stopped paying rent, you know? Like I remember Chris Porter said one time, it's like, oh, heroin's so good. People go, I don't need a house. And that's what the fuck these people do. And then if you fucking look at documentaries where they actually talk to these people living on the streets, a lot of them just go, I'm here. I want to be here, or I got addicted to drugs. This is what I do. You can't fix that with giving them a house. What are they going to do? They're going to start ripping out. You can start ripping out the copper on the walls so they can buy a fucking crack and coke and heroin and shit like that and fentanyl. So I don't fucking buy this bullshit fucking narrative that we just need to build more housing and fucking everything's gonna be okay, because it's bullshit. It is bullshit. It fucking reeks of shit, Mamdani. You fucking goddamn terrorist looking motherfucker. And then I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that because there is an issue there. There's been many videos of this man, and you see it with Ilhan Omar as well. Ever see a politician running for office, local, state, I mean, any section of government, I'm talking about county level, I'm talking about school board, anything, federal, judge, I don't give a shit. AG, fucking DA, you have to think about what the fuck they're saying and who they're saying it to. Really analyze this. This is a noticer thing. And it's okay to discern and notice and discern and notice. Don't ever think, I don't care what the left says about, that's racist, you're blankophobic. No, it's not blankophobic to discern and say, no, I put X plus Y equals fucking Z. You know what I mean? Well, in this case, if someone goes out as a politician and it doesn't seem like they're speaking to you, or they speak very much a lot, especially in America, if they speak overtly about xenophobia, they speak to their own nationality, almost like they're not there for Americans. You see this with the Muslim community recently. He said quite famously, he quipped about through tears in his eyes, about how his aunt, after 9/11, his aunt was afraid to go out after 9/11. And so she stopped wearing her hijab because she was afraid. So 9/11 happens, 3,000 people die in the Twin Towers, and Mamdani's aunt, most effective. And Islamophobia runs rampant, and for good fucking reason, to be honest. I don't want to hear that bullshit. The only people that are fucking hearing that shit are white liberal women who are fucking goddamn seal clapping about this fucking guy, and Muslims. They come out right with it. I'm going to show you a clip here in a few. And Mamdani isn't even the point. He is just a symptom or a marker for a larger problem. The Social Democratic Party, which don't get it twisted. It's the Communist Party. It is, and you'll see this. They're basically interlopers. They are using the Democrats, just the regular Democrats, D next to their name, the regular Democratic Party, as a tool to become more relevant and more powerful. I mean, this has been happening for a long time in little spits and pieces with AOC, Elon, Omar, the squad, the cunts. These are trained Marxists, as one would say. So I'm going to go with the clip. Check this out.
It's no secret that the Democratic Socialists of America hate the Democratic Party.
I think we're all on the same page that we hate the Democratic Party.
The Democratic Party is not really our friend. It isn't.
So why are the DSA such major players in the Democratic Party? This odd relationship can be understood with the cuckoo analogy. In nature, the cuckoo survives by trickery. It lays its egg in another bird's nest. The unsuspecting parents raise the imposter as their own until the cuckoo grows strong enough to push the true chicks out. The DSA is the cuckoo inside the Democratic Party.
DSA is not the Democratic Party.
We must separate ourselves from the toxic Democratic Party.
We can put forward a clear, aggressive, principled strategy that pushes back against the Democratic leadership and the Democratic Party as a whole.
DSA candidates run as Democrats in safe blue districts. They slip through low turnout primaries. And once inside, they use the Democratic label as camouflage while advancing an extremist anti-American agenda far beyond the party's mainstream.
I don't agree with the Democratic Party, but it's a great tool.
The Democratic is a tool that we use.
Once in office, DSA candidates take orders from DSA's internal enforcers and working groups. City halls and state houses start running as socialist machines controlled by the organization, not the Democratic Party, and certainly not voters.
They have to have a connection with DSA's internal politics, and they have to be committed to the eventual goal of building a separate entity from the Democrats.
DSA are revolutionaries, and the Democrats are their first victims. And in city after city, DSA victories prove their plan works.
I think that the model that we used in New York is 100% replicatable.
And just like the cuckoo, once the DSA grows strong, it pushes the true Democrats out, hollowing the party from within.
Building towards political independence and tearing apart the Democratic Party.
The DSA is not here to strengthen the Democratic Party. It is here to consume it.
We're not here to make the Democrats a little bit better. We're here to actually enact socialism. Socialism is not just better capitalism. It's overthrowing the entire capitalist state.
It's our duty, DSA, to cultivate this power.
The cuckoo is in the nest, and New York City is poised to elect not a Democrat, but Zohran Mamdani, an extremist within the DSA.
We understand that winning an election is not an end. It is a means to an end.
The most important thing that we can do is take that empire down from within.
Ultimately to overthrow our own empire.
We need a movement that can drive a stake to the heart of empire.
We need to orient ourselves towards insurrection.
All right, so this is what happens. We cannot let these people get into power ever again. Never. Never. This will destroy the West. This is communists and Islamists joining forces to fuck the West. And the communists, once that happens, the communists are gone. It's Sharia law across the board. This is what, you can see this in the UK. It's already happening. A lot of different places in Europe. It's happening in Canada, on a local level in America. Like I said in an earlier video, Dearborn, Michigan. This is real, and it's a problem. And you're not a phobe for noticing this. You're a discerning individual. It's not racist. It's not xenophobic. It's not Islamophobic. Read the Quran and then tell me you're Islamophobic. Tell me about Islamophobia after read the Quran. Muhammad was a fucking warlord. This is a fucking violent ideology. They're not insane as much as they are fucking committed to their God. They will do anything to meet him and get the 72 fucking 9-year-olds or whatever the fuck they think they're gonna get in the afterlife. I'm telling you this not because I hate Muslims or Islam. It's because they fucking hate you. They hate the West. They are the fucking Borg. Once they get majority, it's assimilate or die or just fucking die. Because if you're gay, you're dead. If you're trans, you're dead. You're dead. Go to fucking any of these fucking Middle Eastern countries. They will throw you off a fucking building, and these people hold up signs for them. But this is all I got. I just really wanted you guys to check this out. This is some fucking horrifying shit, and I know it's been said before, probably to a larger audience, but take that with you before you leave. All right, have a great one.